review, and this time it is for the latest film directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, called Bugonia. And Bugonia starred Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Stavros Halkias, Aidan Delbis, and Alicia Silverstone. Two conspiracy-obsessed men kidnap the CEO of a major company when they become convinced that she is an alien who wants to destroy planet Earth as we all know it. So this film more or less is right up Yorgos Lanthimos' alley as far as making things that are more encrypted and decrypting and really questioning a lot of the style and appearance of what we are looking at as far as an obsession from these two men, Teddy, played by Jesse Plemons, and of course Don, play as his cousin, played by Aidan Delbis. They end up kidnapping Michelle Fuller, played by Emma Stone, and she is the CEO of this major online company, major online media company. And so what happens is they take her captive. They kind of they shaved her head. They made and asked, after they had so many insane conversations, ask her questions or like, what does she know? How does she get in contact with her people? Like, what kind of spaceship does she contact or whatever? What kind of spaceship is she allured? Was she opposed by? And before I get into my thoughts about the film, let me just say that I love the absolute incredible cinematography, the cover, and the overall look and the scope of the film. Whoever was doing the production design, the lighting and the photography, also besides whoever was helping Yorgos Lanthimos, they did a really good job with that. That was really incredible, and because it made a really good looking and really good spectacle and really good visualization of a film. And it was very trippy. It was very cutting edge board. It was very on the edge, and it had a lot of interest for me moving forward with the story and moving forward with the overall visualization of it. And also I really love what Yorgos Lanthimos does in a lot of his films. Okay, now this film probably is one of the only few that I will say is very, in some spots, kind of can be predictable in areas that you did see certain things coming from a mile away. Like, oh yeah, I can see where this act is coming, where the second half and where the second act and where the third act is going a little bit. So this is probably one of the only few of his films that I could say is good, was very predictable. Whereas in Poor Things or The Favorite, and those films and The Lobster and those films like that, I didn't really find that much of predictability. I didn't really find that much of a factor. Oh, Qatar Arena 10225. Hey, what's going on? But yeah, I really found a lot of things. Oh, I'm just doing a movie review for Bugonia. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I really found a lot of input and really intel and really a lot of things as far as just his direction and some of his style and some of his filmmaking, and then of course mostly the writing. Yeah, it did feel in some spots a little bit predictable in a few instances, and the momentum of the film slows down just a little bit, but it picks right back up as they went into this abandoned house, and he ends up going to and Teddy ends up getting some more flammable flame stuff to build and make his flamethrowers and make his more weapons and stuff like that. So that's kind of like a thing that I saw. So I already got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your clothes are already in the dryer. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, pretty much my thoughts about pretty much. So get into my positives, my biggest pros and my biggest cons. Three major positives for the film. Number one is the outstanding cinematography and the outstanding direction from Yorgos Lanthimos, and overall creating a ubiquitous, unique, and visually stunning and gorgeous shot film. And also the acting performances from Emma Stone as Michelle Fuller, Teddy, played by Jesse Plemons. He definitely should deserve to get an Oscar. And Aidan Delbis, played as Don. I think he really had a really good performance as well. And overall, I really enjoyed the overall concept, the overall storytelling of it. And the only big major negative, the only big major con that I would say is I believe the second half of the film is a bit too predictable as far as the overall storyline and the subplots of where you was about to go. Oh, Infected 113 has to go. But yeah, the predictability factor as far as where it was gonna go as far as how did she get in contact? Why did she it's a couple of things that is involved with the ending. Um, and it does have some racial overtones and undertones. It does have some harsh dialogue and harsh conversations, and it really answers the questions of like, um, did she get in contact with some aliens and some people that are in this planet that are in this that are at this other planet? Does she have like any contact or aware information? And is she leading Teddy and Don on a certain free fall or slippery slope that could lead them into their own path? So it leaves you wondering, it leaves you guessing, it leaves you with the kind of indication factor of like, could these things really could happen? And that's pretty much really what I got from overall from the aspect of the film. I really enjoyed this film. It's very ubiquitous, very unique. It has a lot of good innuendos and messages, pretty much involving the overall sense of reality and the overall perspective, the overall absence and the sense and mindfulness of reality. What you believe is true or not true, what do you believe is real or is fake, or what do you believe is like the good and bad and the good and evil. So I really do like that angle and aspect that it took. that it took upon. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on Bugonia, and I would say it is a must see. And I give this 3.5 out of 4 stars. I definitely highly recommend you guys checking it out. It makes a whole lot of sense. If you're really a fan of Yorgos Lanthimos films, and you definitely will get involved with this one. Outstanding performances from the main cast. Each of them should be up for an Oscar. I would not be surprised if this film will be up for any Academy Awards. So would not be surprised, or if it's up for an Emmy, or if it's up for any Golden Globes. I think this film deserves that. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Bugonia. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.